Well, it's the moment some of you have been waiting for. I know you've asked for it. You want to see my mobile studio. All right, I'll show it to you now. First off, I have mounted two mic stands in the front off of the top shelf. And these are fully adjustable, so I can bring them in, out, whatever position I want. The reason why I have two? Well, you never know. I may have a guest one day who can sit and converse with me here at my dinette/studio, and hopefully with some kind of a view. The rest of the studio is tucked away in here and also behind here. So let me show you the components and how it all fits together. This is a little repurposed black bag that my wife had, I guess for cosmetics or something like that. It has pouches, it has dividers, and guess what? It's great for all kinds of cables and connectors. Pretty much everything I would ever need to put my studio together. That's what's in this little bag. So all my cables are arranged as to what I need at any given time. And that's for both audio and computer. Back here in the cubby, it gets a little bit warm because here's the glycol fill for the Aldi system. So I have to really keep this area vented. But I have a few odds and ends here, an extra microphone and some wireless speakers and another cable or two, pens, pencils, you know, office stuff. That's pretty much what stays in the front of the bin. The big stuff is actually back here in the little hidden shelves. Essentially, all I need are in these two boxes. Very easy to unpack, set up, put back in the boxes, and stow away when I'm finished. It's not something that is a permanent setup, but something that is very easy to set up and easy to break down. I am able to plug all my audio directly into my MacBook, but I don't. I use a PC. And the reason why I use a PC is I have a PC-based audio program that I have used literally for 30 years. It does absolutely everything. I love it. And so I continue to use it. So instead of this computer, I use this one. It's a tiny Asus EeePC, which my wife gave me years ago. I've had this thing, probably 15 years. I've repurposed it. I have completely cleaned out the hard drive and set it up so that it can just stay in the trailer. It's small, it's lightweight, so it's perfect for this trailer. I also have a scanner, so I can scan and save things while I'm on the road. But most importantly, it has my audio program on there. And this is what I've used professionally for 30 years. It works really well. This is the precursor, actually, to Adobe Audition. It was a company called Centrillium that made this program called Cool Edit Pro. Then Adobe bought it and kind of messed around with it. I don't really care for the changes Adobe made. And the reason why I continue to use Cool Edit Pro, aka Adobe Audition, is because it is so versatile. I can change just about anything on there that I need to in order to make it sound right. I have all of the different adjustments possible, and that's why I continue to use the program. So, with this program, this little PC, I've then paired it with a Yamaha MG06X board. This also has a mic amplifier in it, so I don't have to have any additional equipment to amplify the microphone, although I do have one with me that I can plug into the MacBook. You know, just in case. Redundancy again. In fact, I used that board professionally a couple of times to produce programs that went out to a few million people around the world. Now, to a select few on YouTube. But this is the primary setup. So I have my board, I have my PC with my audio program, and then I have my microphone permanently mounted here with another microphone. You know, I've got stands, cable, whatever. I can put it up here if I want a guest, or if for some reason this thing isn't working, I have a backup. And then my main cable for my microphone, which goes into the board, which then the output goes into the PC, which records the audio, which I put on a flash drive, and then transfer it to the MacBook Pro, to where it then goes into my video. So it's real simple. Just attach the cable to the mic, plug in the other end in the board. I can adjust the microphone and the screen to however I'm sitting, whatever position that I want, and then start recording. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I can read whatever script that I've come up with and voice it. It's going through the board and now into the computer. And actually what you're hearing is what you're seeing. 1, 2, 3, 4, mic test. There you go. So that's how I can record on the road and then put it into my videos. This is actually a very small setup that mirrors what I have at home. I have a much more elaborate setup at home, but this works on the road. It's a quality mic. It's an Electro Voice 6258. I think they actually make these for musicians to use with bass kick drums. But I like the tone of it. It does just as well as my RE20 at home, which is like the classic microphone. And for the road, that's all I need. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is my portable studio. Now, there are a few other things that can go with this. If I have several audio inputs, I can use that box to put more into my board. I have 2 microphones available, and then I have other line audio available. And then I have more line audio available if I plug that in. So I could really get elaborate on the road. I highly doubt that I would ever do that. This is probably the most that I would ever use this for. Super simple to set up. Just plug it all in, fire up the computer, and I'm ready to go. So this little simple setup travels with me when I'm on the road in the trailer. Now, I may in the future come up with some sort of a more permanent way to set this up so I don't have to keep plugging and unplugging, but really it's not that hard. It takes me all of 3 or 4 minutes to set it up. And when I'm not using it, it's tucked away nice and neat. And once again, I have my dinette for, wow, a dinette. Imagine that. So there's everything repacked into the boxes. The little box of cables back there. There you go. There are still a couple things that I need to do, like my power down here is a mess. I mean, I can use it, yeah, but I need to get this straightened out. I'm going to rewire the outlet. I'm going to put in an extra outlet and a larger, either mount that power strip up or, you know, just kind of get it organized so that under here isn't such a massive spaghetti. That's easy enough to do. And then I may also want to reroute some permanent mic cables. Just have them go up behind the shelf, back, and have them drop down somewhere in here. So all I have to do is pull them out and plug them in. Although, really, I mean, it takes 2 seconds to just plug it in the back of the mic and drop it into the board. And there you have it. That's how I record narration on the road and put it into my videos.